Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Crusader Kings 2 as the Holy Roman Empire, led by Emperor Charles the Great. In our last episode we managed to turn around our war with the Byzantines. I was previously adopting a strategy where I was basically just letting them siege southern Italy here with no retaliation, in the hopes that they would whittle down their numbers enough that we wouldn't have to hire mercenaries or anything. But it didn't seem to be happening as effectively as I thought, so we eventually did hire mercenaries and went down and killed them, and now we are going to start taking back some of these sieges and hopefully get to 100% before too long. We do have some Byzantine troops traveling around by sea here. We do want to keep an eye on. They probably have enough there to take back the war goal, so we're going to have to do something about that. And I am going to keep the mercenaries around for the moment, even though they're quite expensive. Can we raise any more troops? Or by troops I mean boats. We do have more, okay. $29 here. Guess that will actually be enough. Let's create a unit of about 2,900, or as close as possible, to go over and defend our war goal. I wish there was an easier way to do this. I know there's a Roomba's keyboard shortcuts mod which does make it a little easier, but still you just have to press the button 100 times, which is not that much easier than clicking 100 times. So I guess we'll land here, because otherwise we're taking an amphibious landing penalty or a straight crossing to go and attack them. Neither of which I would really like to do. We'll let our morale recover here before we go and fight. And we are attacking into the mountains, but with over twice their numbers I think we'll be okay. We don't really have a choice, we just have to keep our war goal. A son was born to Prince Bernard of the Holy Roman Empire and his wife named Gargamel. Gargamel Karling. And he's a dwarf. Wow. Just wow. Fortunately our direct heir, or our next in line, is his older brother, who is strong and called Charles. So I guess if he was to die we could end up playing as the dwarf Gargamel Karling. So, looks like they are continuing to bring troops over here. Are they landing troops? We'll see. We'll just leave this army over here to take care of anything that does appear. And we've taken back this siege. Let's go to Benevento, I guess. And we are being sieged by more Vikings. Or raided, rather. Duke of Brabant is trying to revoke things from people. More power to him, I suppose. Ooh, and we just had a larger army get landed over here, and I think instead of trying to siege this, which is what I was trying to do, I probably would be better advised to just keep my army parked in the war goal here. Our marshal told me about his ideas. I couldn't really understand what he was talking about, but he was adamant in his belief that this would improve the military. We'll adopt his ideas. So this battle is less favorable than the previous one. I think we'll be fine still, though. Our son is of legal age. He became a brilliant strategist. Pretty good character. 20 martial. I think our martial is better than that, though. Let's hope this battle goes okay. Or we could have a minor problem. Well, we just have to transport more troops over, I guess. Probably be more of an annoyance than a problem. Okay, we'll just leave this army parked here. I'll keep my fleet in port over here, just in case we need to transport troops over there quickly to reinforce a battle. Oh, now that we have the defensive terrain on our side, we should be okay unless they can get a lot of troops over there. More Vikings in Normandy. Who would have thought? Duchess of Spoleto has given me bizarre and repulsive evidence concerning the Duke of Brabant's sexual preferences. Well, he's pretty pleased with me and is probably not in any factions. So I think we can safely keep that to ourselves. Just let him have his fun. Maybe we want to siege. Everyone's into everybody else's sexual preferences. I don't think we really care. Yeah, it's Brabant again, actually. We will continue to keep it to ourselves. A lot of Byzantine ships wandering around. Makes me a little worried about how many troops they might be able to land over here. I think we might just get some reinforcements ready and onto the boats. And that's too many. They did in fact land some over here. Let's get our reinforcements on the way. Of course, they're at low morale. I think they landed these directly on here. Amphibious landing, yeah. And into the mountains, which is probably not going to end well for them even if we don't reinforce, but we'd do it anyway just in case. So that battle did indeed end in our favor. Okay. So with this many troops here, we should be pretty safe for the moment. The new Count of Corsica, incidentally. What duchy is this, actually? The de jure duchy is just Corsica and Sardinia. Okay. We'll actually be able to usurp that then after we take this county. Oh, we are finished with our siege over here as well, so we should start taking back some more. And at this point, we should be able to get to 100 in the very near future. Got even more troops on the way over here, though. And I suppose you'd be willing to just surrender. It is only one county after all. Alright, more Vikings. Took back another siege. And 3,700 troops over here is still not enough for them to attack me, and in fact we just got to 100 from that last siege of our own, so we can go ahead and enforce our demands. Take that, Byzantines. Now you only own half of Sardinia. Tremble before me. Alright then. So that war was pretty long, so we do have some substantial opinion penalties with some of our vassals. Duke Stefan feels I risk too much with my escapades and tried to persuade me to stop risking my life. No. I'll do what I like. I'm the king. I mean emperor. We should probably try and stay at peace for a little while to let these go down a bit. Our vassals aren't too unhappy though, no major factions. I guess we're getting probably a substantial long reign bonus at this point. Plus 18, pretty good. Should be able to hold a feast though, given the time of year, which will help out with our vassal opinions as well. And also get back to making money now that we're no longer paying for mercenaries. The best part about preparing a feast is deciding what foodstuff to serve. I must purchase venison, boar and duck, spices, wine and ale, honey for the desserts, cheeses, and perhaps even a swan or a peacock. We can just spend enough to satisfy everyone's hunger, I think. Preparations have been made, and we can send out the invitations to all of our various vassals. Arrange matrilineal marriage from the Byzantine Emperor, the humble wit Charles. So I guess he's not holding any grudges about that war. He wants to marry the princess to my son Pepin, the hunchback. We could do that, I suppose. Actually, I think I'll decline. I think there might be a story event involving Pepin. I think he's supposed to revolt against us at some point, or something like that, and maybe matrilineally marrying him off to a Byzantine princess would make that unable to happen. So I'm going to decline this. And our Duchess of Spoleto is declining our invitation to the feast. Is very rude of her. Auraran revolt and raiders apparently sailed down the river here. And the Duke of Brabant has usurped a county. Now you want to marry her to my son Prince Ascaric. I don't know, maybe we'll accept this one. I don't think we really need him. He is... Actually, he's our second son, and he's heir to the Kingdom of Italy. No, let's not do that. Guess he's just trying to get us as an ally. In the hopes that that will stop us attacking him again. So the guests have arrived, all is ready, the cooks have worked day and night preparing the food, and the castle has never looked lovelier. We will greet all of our guests. Oh, come on now. Which son is this? He's the next in line. He's going to go down my entire family tree. We keep declining. I don't suppose he would accept a non-matrilineal marriage for her. Absolutely not if she's his heir. You could try, though. Yeah, just going down the list. We'll keep declining. Proved the Duke of Burgundy's opinion. Everyone drank and were happy except Bishop Thibaut, who refused more wine. This insulting gesture means that he does not appreciate my hospitality. How dare he insult me? Money continues to flow through the trade post in Rosello, but your relationship with the merchant family that owns it has soured. To teach them a lesson without going to war, you could arrange for a mob to burn it down. Let's not do that. The last of the guests has returned home, and everyone agreed it was the year's greatest feast. So everyone likes me by 10 more. Okay, we have to do something about some of these Vikings. And we'll head up here to take care of these ones too. Guess we're not going to need any more troops really than this. Are we going to catch these ones as well? We are not. But we will at least chase them out. Let's take a look at what is going on elsewhere. I guess Asturias lost their little enclave down there that they took in that holy war. Toledo still independent somehow though. Defending against a holy war. Okay, I guess not for much longer. In that case, Ghana is looking pretty good down there. Well done, Ghana. The Abbasids enormous, of course. And the Zunbils are still independent. Good for them too. Only 2 counties though. I don't really like their chances of surviving much longer. Denmark owning a big chunk of northern Norway up there as well. Okay, we've received credible reports of a recent sighting of the Great White Stag. We'll saddle our horse, even though we are 55 and maimed. Doesn't seem like necessarily the best idea. The Blood Court of Saxony. During the course of the Saxon War, you have captured a lot of Saxon prisoners. Many of them are of noble birth and also very defined in their views and attitudes to our righteous Christian conquest. They keep to their heathen ways and scorn the name of Christ. Perhaps it is time to teach these stubborn Saxons a lesson through a show of strength. If we should try, condemn, and execute these captured heathen leaders, we may strengthen our cause, please God, and put fear into the hearts of our enemies. So we can behead them all for 100 prestige, and also we would gain the trait Cruel, which we do not already have. We behead these 2 people. Or we can be merciful even to the heathens, lose 5 prestige. Well, I think I would actually rather ransom them, really. Can ransom them. Or at least we can ransom the chief, which is the important thing. Yeah, I'm gonna be merciful. We don't really need the prestige. And let's go through and actually do these ransoms. Since I forgot to. As I said I was going to after the war. We have 2 princesses of Andalusia, actually. I have to wait till the first ransom comes back before we can ransom the second one. But that's okay. We're out of time for this episode though, so let's leave it here. Thanks for watching, and join me again next time.